Well, how is everyone? Just want to thank everyone for the messages in regard to Tulsa telling us our stories. Look, there's so many different stories, a lot of wrong done in a lot of different ways. I can only come at it from my angle as someone who spent 10 years in the system and the wrongs that was allowed to happen to me. So look, I know everyone's been touched in a different way and it's probably affected our lives for, like myself, last 20 odd years trying to pull the pieces back together. But anyways, just from my point of view, what I would like to see happen is that when a child in Tusla's care or in care of the Irish state asks social workers or anything else for help because things are happening to them that shouldn't be happening, that child is took seriously and not ignored and left to be abused in that household. So that's number one thing that I'd like to see happen, and just an overall change in the system and stop setting kids, young teenagers up for failure, not giving them the tools that they need to go on in life. These are the most vulnerable kids in society and they end up being the most vulnerable in society. The drug addicts, the ones in prison, the ones committing suicide. These kids didn't ask for that life. They were given unsatisfactory care, unsatisfactory services, and then just thrown out into the world to fend for themselves like I was at 16. I mean, what did you think was going to happen? I had no tools in the toolbox to go out and live my life as a normal person. I had no one to call on for help. So I done the only thing I knew how to do, and that was drown my mind out by abusing substances or whatever it was, being in the wrong company. But anyways, look, I'm here today to tell the story, and there's so much more to that story, but it's not just about me. It's about everybody collectively getting together and fighting back against this state and, for the kids. Fight for the kids that can't fight for themselves. They are looking for help and they're asking for it. But these government bodies are not giving it to them. They're not answering that call to help that these poor kids are screaming out. So what needs to happen, they need people who are in care to be a part of that system and make the changes that are needed, because we're the ones who understand these kids and understand what they need. So first and foremost, I believe that's what needs to happen. They need to have people who have been in the system speaking up for these kids and making decisions over these kids' lives. So look, again, I just wanted to thank everybody for getting back to me. This is a very serious matter, and we need people like John Connors who have the platform and have the people, the audience out there to get this message heard. Because I've got onto newspapers, I've got onto TDs, I've told a bit of my story to people and no one wanted to listen. No one got back to me. So that's what happens, And if you go to the state about or go to solicitors, you get told, oh, well, you left it too long. Sorry. It's like, well, I needed a bit of time to get the head together. But no, sorry, it was too long for them to wait to take me seriously. So it's power in numbers, folks. That's the only way this is going to go ahead, is power in numbers. Because the Irish state, the abusers of children, they've been abusing children for decades and decades, whether it be through the Catholic Church, the mother and baby homes. Look, they've allowed it all to happen. They knew what was all going on, and the biggest one yet to come out is going to be, kids for money, handing kids over to private companies that can make money off the back of them, sending them to homes to live with people who haven't got the emotional capacity nor the mental capacity to be looking after vulnerable kids, people with addictions, people with mental health problems. This is where these kids are going to rest when they have an already bad life and a bad start set up for them. So, there needs to be a complete overhaul of the system. Stop trying to help the rest of the world when you can't even look after the most vulnerable children in Irish society, but yet you want to look good in the eyes of the rest of the world. Well, I'm sorry. You're going to have to hang your head in shame at some stage of the game. It's going to have to happen, but we need numbers. We've said this before. We need people to come together and stand as a unified group against these people and be the voice for them kids. It's the only way it's going to change. Now, I'm no bleeding pro on any of this, but I'm willing to go along with anyone who's willing to stand up together and do something, be a voice for these kids. It's the right thing to do. You know, it's the right thing to do. Don't be just happy in your own home with your kids when there's fucking kids out there crying themselves to sleep at night because no one gives a shit. Simple as that. So look, thanks everyone again for the messages. I was actually busy. I was off in a hotel with the wife there, enjoying a night to myself, and I'm just getting back to you now. So look, everybody, stay strong. Don't lose the fight. Let us be the fighters for the ones out there who can't fight for themselves. They've no fight left in their bodies. Let us be the voice for them. God bless everyone.